All right, hey there, everybody. It's Mike Quail with the Quail Group over here at Keller Williams. Today, we are going to answer the question, is the bubble about to burst? Well, I have some thoughts on this, and I'll share them with you. So, the market's been going up, right? And sort of what comes up must come down, right? Now, do we still have more room going up, right? Because a year or two ago, maybe somebody had said we're about to go down, but we haven't. We've gone up. Okay, so I'll share with you my thoughts from sort of a larger economic thought process and also sort of a microeconomic viewpoint because I'm in the field working with buyers and sellers every day. So here's what I'll say. There were fundamental factors that caused the crash to be so hard last time when we crashed. One of the biggest things that there was no documentation loans. So you could tell a lender, hey, I make $200,000 even though you're making $20,000. They would believe you because they didn't have to document it. That's gone. So everyone, you can get loans, you can get low down payment loans. You just have to be able to prove it that you can afford the property. So that's different. Before we had this whole subsection of loans that were solid as sand, which is not good. So once the market started going down, these people couldn't afford the homes. It just all went. That was one of the pillars that just caused it to fall quickly. So we don't have that. So do we still have more run up in prices going up? We might. However, if it doesn't, I don't feel like we're going to have any kind of big crash. I think what we're at right now is what I call the crown of the market, and this is just a piece of paper. I was talking with some clients the other day, so just share it with you here. So you know how prices sort of go up here, right? And somewhere around here is going to be the peak of prices. If we draw a line right across here, kind of looks like a crown. So what I would say is we're right here at the crown of the market. Now, are we here where we still have a run up to go, or have we peaked and are we going down here? Well, either way, if you're thinking about selling, you can lock in these gains that you've had, and maybe this will last another year or so. Maybe have a little bit. You can lock in your gains if you're thinking about selling. For buying, it's a little tricky with buying. If you're buying to flip a home, you want to be super careful that you don't get caught up like right here as it goes down, because if you thought something could resell at $400,000 and you're flipping it and now you can only sell it for $390,000, well, you just lost $10,000. Now it's a different story if you're going to be buying to live in the home. It's still good to buy now if you're going to live in the home for 5 to 7 years. The reason why is if we have a little bit of price dip, you're not going to be affected by it because you're still going to be living in the home. And the other advantage to buying right now, even if we have a little bit of price dips, is you're locking in historically low interest rates. So if you buy a home now and the prices go down over 2 or 3 years, you're not selling your house, so you don't care. You're there for 5, 7 plus years. And unless you're selling a house, it doesn't really matter. So if you can lock in your price now, your fixed cost for 30 years at a low rate, the lowest that we've really ever seen in history, you're going to be okay. If you're a seller thinking about selling, you may want to get going on that in the next 0 to 12 months before things start going down. Now, they could still go up another year. I do think we're right at the crown. So you would lock in some really good gains here, and you'd minimize any kind of downside risk. So guys, I think if the market has peaked, we'll have a soft landing here. We'll see a bit of an adjustment. I don't think we'll have a crash like we did before, like I said, because the loans that have been given out during this last run up were really fully vetted by all the lenders. So I don't think we'll have all these no income, no documentation loans that just sort of fell apart once the market turned. The other thing I am seeing a little bit, guys, this fall is we are seeing prices. We are seeing buyers resist prices a little bit. We are still seeing some bidding wars. However, if the house is not priced correctly or it has a little bit of funkiness, it isn't selling. So we're seeing a little bit of pushback from the buyers. Super low inventory still. So, guys, I think we might have a little run up left. And if it goes down, I think it'll go down a little bit. So if you're a seller, you can lock in your gains now. If you're a buyer, you can lock in the low interest rates. Those are the positives to buying and selling. Obviously, it has to be right for you to buy or sell, and we're happy to talk about your unique situation. Give us a call. We'll touch base. Thanks, guys. Hope this helps.